What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Just playing around with the intro a little bit. Just wanted to do an impromptu live stream, and you know how we do it. I wanted to start a Monday movie night live stream for you guys, and so that's what I'm doing. Last week it got started off to a rough start, and we had a Monday movie night on a Tuesday, but it worked out okay. So just like I said, impromptu. I watched what did I watch? I watched Wakanda Forever. I told myself I wasn't going to watch it, and I ended up watching the movie anyway. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, my thoughts on Wakanda Forever. Did I have the same thought about Wakanda Forever that most of the people did? We're going to talk about that. A little bit about what's going on. Monday night, like I said, as usual, you know, the worst night of the week for most, but, you know, every day above ground is all right. So I figure it's okay. You know, as long as we're here breathing, to start another day, to do and set out to do what we want to do and pretty much here is okay. So we're making it through one day at a time. Let me see if I don't think anybody is in here. Yeah, I don't think anybody is in here, but if you are, welcome to the den. Y'all know how we do here. This is a 99.9% stress-free, drama-free zone. You know, we try to help each other. We figure out this YouTube thing together. We figure out some of the day in and day out things. I'm a fixer. I'm a helper. I'm a fixer. So that's what I do. I fix things. I'm into tech and electronics and, of course, movies. So outside of the regular hustle and bustle and the trendy things, you know, it's good to poke it with a stick, but we try to keep that junk at arm's length. So if you want a drama-free place, if you want a zone to where you can just relax and get along with each other, stop through the den, and this is the place to be. So, yeah, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. We got earthquakes in Turkey. We got earthquakes in New York. I think the earthquake in Turkey was a lot worse than the one in New York, but we hope everybody is all and well that is involved with all of those. And, of course, you all know and heard about this damn Chinese spy balloon. The Chinese spy balloon that everybody's been talking about. I actually seen the balloon. I actually was at work on Friday. Fridays are pretty much like a skeleton day. The crew's pretty light on Saturday, so we were in there chilling out at work in the cubicles. And one of the guys said, "Hey, you know, we talked about that we heard about that spy balloon. Have you heard about it?" And I said, "Yeah, I heard a little bit about it a day or so ago." So he told me to come outside. So I went outside and actually seen this from a far distance. I seen the balloon, and I am in middle Missouri. So by the time I got home, it was like in southeast Missouri. And of course, you know, by now the thing got shot out of the air. So, you know, it took way too long. But of course, you know, if you're thinking about the people, you know, if you're really thinking about the people and not afraid of the repercussions, you really don't want that thing coming down on people's heads. So I'm glad they shot it down. I wish they would have shot it down a lot earlier to send a better message. But, you know, who am I? You know, I'm just a guy on the mic talking about, you know, movies and tech. So don't see anybody in here. Like I said before, we're going to let people come in here. I've been playing with the intros, playing with the intermission. Been playing around with the intermissions and OBS, trying to work out some of these bugs. I know there's a new patch out with OBS that said it kind of fixed some of these bugs they've been having issues with. I have not downloaded that new patch and fear that it will mess with, you know, the flow of things I have right now. So if it continues to be buggy, I'll upload that patch and see if it works. But for right now, we're all right. For now, we're okay. Bunch of movies coming out. Of course, you guys know about James Gunn's new position over there at DC and Warner Brothers. And if you were in my last live stream, you heard me talk about the way the actual Warner Brothers stock and how it's plummeting. How if you guys want to jump into trading stocks, if you don't know much about it, this would be the time to, because you won't have to invest so much money into the stocks. I think it was around 12, 13. I have not checked this week, but if you have some money to play with stocks, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I would do. And while it's way low, you want to buy the dips and sell the highs. Right now, Warner Brothers in a dip. So if you got 20, 30 bucks to spare, buy you a few stocks in Warner Brothers, and hopefully with James Gunn being at the helm of the creative department with their DCEU spot, maybe they'll do some change. Will be some change, and you'll get to see some return on your investment. Let's see. I think nobody's in here right now. Think that anybody is in here right now, but if you are, I appreciate you guys. Make sure everything is all right. I think everything is all right. Just one. Okay. Yep. We're all right. We're all right. Like I said, this is just an impromptu live stream. So this isn't anything extremely important. I just want to come through and basically catch up with you guys. So I did watch Wakanda Forever. I've heard the critics. I heard both good and bad, from both sides, and I am an objective person. Of course, my name is Aaron EBM. That's extraordinarily balanced. So I try to be as balanced and as fair as possible to live up to the name. So I wasn't going to watch the movie because my inherent bias, I feel like most guys do about the MCU and the course they're taking. I really don't like it. So I wasn't going to watch it, but I went ahead and watched the movie. Now, the first thing I could tell you, if you have not watched Wakanda Forever, if you have not watched it at all, spoiler alerts. If you have watched it, then feel free. Let's talk. I thought the movie itself, just right out of the gate, visually, the movie was okay. The movie was not bad. The movie was, all to be expected of a MCU caliber movie. It was a lot longer than what I wanted it to be. That movie could have done without being 3 hours long. They could have easily got the message across with what they had, the story that they wrote, with an hour and 45 to a 2 hour long movie. I felt like the extra hour in that movie was unnecessary. It was like they tried to squeeze in as much as they could, with a dash of girl power, and really made the movie linger on longer than what it needed to be. Now, with that being said, if you've seen the movie, you already know what's going on. Black Panther, of course, Black Panther in the comics, I believe the Black Panther passed and died a couple times. In the movie, I felt like, and I thought that, with a character as big as Black Panther is, and as much as that story Black Panther character tied in and really would branch off into other stories, they did not need to kill Black Panther. Black Panther was one, no matter how much we didn't want Chadwick Boseman to be gone, he is gone. But like Superman, like Batman, the character lives on. There's no way you can kill off a character that was so integral to the MCU and the storyline that you would have killed this guy off. So I thought they should have actually kept him, recasted him, maybe waited a little bit, recasted him, some kind of way, and went on about our business. They shouldn't have killed off T'Challa. But when we seen it, he got killed off. So what can you do about it? I thought the Namor and the Aztec background, giving them the Aztec background was pretty decent. It was pretty cool. I understood. I felt like it. It tied in to the actual. It's fit in the actual story. That wasn't a big deal. The character who played Namor was a pretty good actor. I didn't have a problem with that. With most of the issues I had with this movie was the plot holes, the points of the movie that should not happen, without really explaining it, and just leaving us to like, okay, well, how can Michonne's character, I can't remember her name either, one of the guard, the bald headed woman with the staff. One moment you have Namor saying that his guy, the people he had on his army were stronger than anybody would ever imagine or could imagine, but yet you have normal humans battling these characters. That really didn't make sense. The senseless aggression that Namor had against Wakanda really didn't make sense either. You go to do all this killing, all this fighting just to yield in battle really didn't make sense. The way in which Namor's character was written in this movie, he was extreme. He was extreme to the 10th power. By the way he acted in this movie, it should not have been a way for Namor to give up, as easily as he did. You would have thought that he would have been just like Killmonger and rather died than yielding to Shuri. It really didn't make sense. It didn't really make sense at all that he would yield so easily to Shuri, and when he was willing to kill and willing to fight the entire world, destroy Wakanda, but then all of a sudden you just give up in battle. It really didn't make sense. I didn't like that part. And like I said, the most of the things that are going on in this movie that I really didn't like had a lot to do with the way writing was. I didn't really like the writing, and I can tell what happened. It seemed like, and I believe like this movie was at one point like a lot of TV shows that really kind of give up in middle of production, like a director decides to quit, and all of a sudden like it goes downhill, but they have to they have obligations to make a certain amount of episodes, and they got to do it, and everybody just comes and then just does whatever and then goes home. That's what I felt like Wakanda Forever was like. It was a thing that where it was already in the works to make. We had money invested in the back end. Chadwick Boseman passed us away, and we're just gonna, in the midst of the time we're in the MCU era, we're just gonna make this is our chance to make girl power and black girls rocking all this stuff, and we can do it all and say this was not planned or intended that way because Chadwick Boseman died, and we just need to finish the movie. And that's how it was. That, to me, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. They decide to give this movie, continue this movie and sprinkle whatever kind of agendas MCU has been doing lately, and then make it kind of wash their hands with it and make it seem like they're not doing it. It just happened organically, but it wasn't. It wasn't, and we can all tell that. We're gonna Riri Williams, Ironheart. Ironheart, the Riri Williams' character, Ironheart, it was rushed too. It was squeezed into this movie, and I feel like it was only squeezed into this movie because you got a whole bunch of other black chicks, and what will make a movie with a whole bunch of black chicks even better? Add more black chicks to it, and you got a all-star movie. And it couldn't have been further from the truth. She shouldn't have been in this movie. Did they have a chance to bring her in Armor Wars and kind of create a story around Rhodey, Don Cheadle's character, Rhodey Rhodes, build her character up, into the movie with Armor Wars, being that that's the name of the movie, Armor Wars, and kind of let her be a pinnacle character in Armor Wars. It would have made so much more sense to have Riri Williams in the Armor Wars arc and have her be an integral part of that. But no, they wasted their time on that one. They wasted a moment and squeezed her into a movie with a whole bunch of characters already, and it didn't really give her enough credit in the movie, and you felt like it was just an opportunity wasted. Have a rushed advanced suit from Wakanda, and it really didn't seem like she had enough time to really put her shine and put her own spin on the armor and Iron Man type of story they had. Let's see what else. What else didn't I like about this movie? I like the visuals. I'll go back and say that I like the visuals to give it some a good spin. I really did like the visuals. The visuals weren't bad. The action was all good. The Mrs. Devontae from I believe is going to play in the Thunderbolts. You know, they're putting together this Thunderbolts team. If you've seen Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, if you've seen a few other what's the other one? If you've seen Black Widow, you know that they're putting together this Thunderbolts team, and which is I believe led by Harrison Ford now, that has taken over Jim Thunderbolt Ross's character. So eventually that will be set up. You know, they kind of threw her in there. I feel like they threw her in there for no reason. She didn't really need to be in at the beginning anyway. She could have been in the end credit scene. They put her in there. They put the CIA guy in there from the first Black Panther for no reason. There really wasn't any reason for him to be in the movie either, other than inclusion. And I already told you what happens with inclusion in every movie. In majority Black movies, when they decide to put a token Caucasian person in the movie, a lot of the times it ends up making the movie bad. Same thing for the other side. Majority Caucasian cast, you put a Black person in it just to fill that role, and then it looks off because the character doesn't look like they really even fit in with the people that they're around. That's just what, to me, what ends up happening. I don't like anybody getting forced into a movie just to check a box and just to check the inclusion box. It really hurts the movie in the long run, and people really can feel it and see it. So this is a problem that every movie studio has, especially the MCU and DC as well. They decide to just do whatever they want to do. That the things that feel the most, inclusive, the most woke, the most anything that makes them feel like they're, checking that box and making the people that in the world feel like they are friendly to whoever and everybody, instead of actually focusing on the movie, focusing on the writing, especially focusing on just making an all around good story. And then in the end, because we know this is a money making society, the society surrounded is encompassed in money, making money in the long run, so we can continue to make good content that people want to see. But they don't do that. They continue to just do the things that they want to do instead of listening to the actual fans who read the source material, who understands what will make the stories, really good, strong stories. And then they don't listen to that, and they just decide to do whatever they want to do. So that's when you do like that, when you operate in a manner in which really puts the customer in the back end, you can't help but to know that most of the time this is what's going to happen. You're not going to have a good product. You're going to have a product that you think is good, and it might make a little money, but the profits that you could have made, you don't make, because you're just really pandering to a certain smaller demographic. And hey, it's not good for business. In the end of the day, it's not good for business. Oh man, let me see. I might do a little screen sharing here for a second. Let's see. No, I did not watch the Grammys. I'm not going to watch. I haven't watched the Grammys in years. I haven't watched the Grammys. I don't want to watch the Grammys. The Grammys is the same thing over and over. We're not getting anything new, so I'm not watching the Grammys. This mouse works. Talk about that today. There is a new Grand Theft Auto 6 features. We might as well talk about that a little bit. All right, this article comes from Game De-Evolution. Got the Grand Theft Auto's new features. Move my little avatar up here. You got Grand Theft Auto 6 new features revealed and gameplay map. Said for the first time, unreleased Grand Theft Auto 6 features will introduce 2 protagonists. However, Rockstar Games have not talked much about GTA 6, but some massive leaks insinuated everything new is coming to Grand Theft Auto 6. According to the leaks, Grand Theft Auto 6 will represent both male and female protagonists. The female protagonist will be the first lady of this series. The character will emulate the duo of a real-life American criminals, Clyde and Bonnie. Rockstar Games revealed the most awaited game is still developing after suffering significant leaks. However, they have yet to announce a release date. So they're probably talking about a lot of these videos or a lot of these pictures and stuff that came out like a year or two ago, when they were showing kind of like look like what little bits and pieces of gameplay of Grand Theft Auto 6. As per leak video, Grand Theft Auto 6, so there were what I saw last a year or two ago, those were leaked videos of Grand Theft Auto. As per leaked videos, Grand Theft Auto 6 will grant players the choice to surrender before cops. In previous games, the cops used to just open fire at gamers if they reached the desired level of 1 or 2 stars. Moreover, Grand Theft Auto is rumored to be set in Vice City. The new edition will likely come up with cameras installed throughout the city. The GTA series never set cameras in its open world environment. Unlike GTA 5, police will take seconds to chase criminals after committing the crime. Well, dang, yeah. Well, that's crazy. So they said police will take seconds to chase criminals after committing a crime, even though there is no confirmation regarding all the new features. Leaks suggest that the features is against the law and will restrict the players from going to the other side of the road. What? Leaks suggest that this feature is against the law and will restrict the players from going to the other side of the road. Also, GTA 6 police may take more time chasing down a target. Gamers will get more liberation through this feature. Leaks suggest the GTA 6 police will use technology to remember the vehicles. It will help cops chase down criminals more efficiently. Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay engine. The gameplay engine for Grand Theft Auto 6 uses Rage 9. Rage 9 abbreviated to Rockstar's advanced game engine, which they have used since 2008. The gaming world runs on the game engine. The story of the video games can be highly affected if the game's engine is not advanced. Rage 9 will allow gamers to play the game in 16K resolution. Future GTA 6 will have another new advanced PCS and AI graphics will be excellent. Old experience are going to be mind-boggling. Graphic interface. The graphic interface the graphic interface is named HURD in GTA 6. As per leaked video, HURD has a weapon wheel in the top position. We can see weapon equipment gear. So there are 2 sections that we can go to use R1, while on the right side of the screen, we have all character stats, including stealth, shooting, extraordinary stamina, muscle, driving capacity, flying, shooting, strength, etc. At the bottom of the screen is a pistol with the stats that include damage, rage, accuracy, fire rate, and reload. Grand Theft Auto 6, why fans believe it's closer to release. Some video of Grand Theft Auto. I don't know which Grand Theft Auto this is, but we're gonna keep going. Dialogue system in GTA 6. The dialogue system of GTA 6 will come back from RDR2. Leaked video suggested that the characters are using the same prompts such as greet, threaten, rob while talking to NPC. Excuse me. Red Dead Redemption in GTA 6. GTA 6 is copying Red Dead Redemption 2 characters. Red Dead Redemption 2 characters can carry weapons on their back in GTA 6, similar to RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2, where limited number of weapons was allowed to have. Map of GTA 6. Matter of fact, make sure everything is going okay. All right. Map of GTA 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 map is gigantic, filled with new places, highly dense. This map covers more surface area than GTA 5. Rumors were floating that GTA 6 might be set in Miami, while additional missions South America, sorry about that, would be the second location. However, other videos indicated that the game is set in Vice City, Miami. A lake can be in leaked videos that will be far from Miami. It might cover a large area of Florida. GTA 5 was set in Los Angeles, showed accurate areas of LA similarly. GTA 6 is going to represent a historical places in Miami. GTA 6 has an airport. Also, there is a fully functioning tram that covers the airport route as well. Port Gellhorn is a new location on the side of police cars. This might be signaling about more than one police department, kind of like GTA 5. GTA 5 had the city police, then they had, I believe they had the sheriff's department out in the outside of Los Santos on the outskirts. GTA 6 map shows a theater, tennis court, a football stadium. GTA 6 is full of wildlife. The chart in-game shows dogs, snakes, boars, frogs, bobcats, alligators, etc. The two protagonists have got apartments in this edition. Most exciting part is that there is a hotel named King Hotel. It has also featured of a pool party with live music. All of the speculations are based on leaked videos. There are no official announcements for GTA 6 to offer. It is confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 is under development. Moreover, there is no confirmed news related to the release date of GTA. Still, fans are excited about GTA 6, that CJ6 will be launched soon. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with GTA. Grand Theft Auto, the best thing about Grand Theft Auto is Grand Theft Auto really put emphasis on, they did have the microtransactions, but they weren't as heavy on the microtransactions as some of these new games and some of these newer developers. They really put a focus in on making the patches and making the updates and giving you these missions for like how long? 10 years now that you had updates on Grand Theft Auto, and it never really let the game die out and give up. It's like forever people were putting time and effort into making new patches, giving new updates, giving the new side missions, giving you everything that will keep you playing the game, even though this game was close to a decade old. This is why people continue to like Grand Theft Auto. This is why they come back to Grand Theft Auto. And this is why I have been a longtime fan of Grand Theft Auto. And it's not just about the shooting and the violence of the game. Of course, that's a part of the game. It's always been a part of the game. The part that makes this game and makes you really appreciate it is the fact that they don't give up on this game. And that's why people will continue to go to Grand Theft Auto. I know people don't really understand it. Some people don't, but it is what it is. People will continue to come back to it. People will continue to spend their money on it as long as they put in an effort to really give you what you want in the game, especially these days when games are so microtransaction heavy. Like Fortnite, you want to spend, they really sucker people in the younger gamers into really paying for these skins, and all it is a skin. But when you have Grand Theft Auto, I mean, the cars are different. You get different vehicles. You get different weapons after a while. It's just things that keep this game so interesting. And if you are a gamer, if you like Grand Theft Auto, you're going to get this Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to get it. I still have a Grand Theft City original copy of GTA 2. No, GTA 2 or GTA 3. Yeah, one of those. The one where you go to Los Santos the first time. I think it was GTA 2. Yeah, no, one of the two. I can't remember. No, GTA 2, 3. It might be 3. Vice City. Yeah, Vice City came after. So, yeah, I still had that Los Santos. You know that and I wish I could play it now. You know, and I keep it just because there's one of these games that are classics, and GTA will continue to be classics. I believe for years and years to come. Let me see. Make sure isn't anybody in here. I don't think anybody's in here. No, anybody's not in here right now. So no chats to really shout anybody out. So yep, just another one. Just a quick movie Monday night. We'll talk about some of the older movies that I watched, that I do watch, that I go through and get some of those hidden gems. If you like those hidden gem movies, we're going to talk about some of those too on my Monday movie night live streams. We'll talk about those. But like before, Wakanda Forever, it's one of those movies that it's not my favorite. Captain America really wasn't my favorite. Thor 2 was one of my favorites. Ragnarok was okay, but there's MCU movies from before that really wasn't my favorite. But Wakanda Forever is like my Iron Man 3. It was there. I mean, it served a purpose. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. So, guys, I'm gonna let that be it. Just want to do a quick live stream. Get on here and let you guys know what I'm doing. Playing around with this tech, playing around with these electronics, and talking about these movies and giving you guys a place to relax. So I'm going to be out here for the night, guys. You have a good one, and I will see you back on Thursday.